Hello YouTube, it is Rusted Reaver coming back at you with another Let's Play for the channel. Sorry for the long delay between uploads. It's been kind of tricky getting Mr. Henhouse here for uploading for Resident Evil 4. So I picked up a couple games recently to kind of fill in the blanks when I don't have my partner here. And today I have a special treat for you guys. This is one of my favorite game series of all time, Monster Hunter. And this is the Wii U entry to the series, which is Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. Now, for those of you who don't know, Monster Hunter is a game of series about, you're this person, this either man or woman. You're coming through and you find this village, and they basically all need all kinds of help hunting down and, keeping safe from these different monsters. So that's what we're designing right now. We are designing our hunter, but I'm not sure, because on my main playthrough of the game, on my 3DS, I played a male, but I don't know if I want to play a female this time. We'll just stick with the male, I guess, and let's see. So we gotta go. There's a lot to go for character creation, as you can tell. I try to go for the quote-unquote cool looks for my characters, but we might be a little silly this time around. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, here we go. Okay, that's a little more helpful. So we got quite a few options. This is so weird to see this on a giant screen, because normally I play these on handhelds, like probably most of the rest of the world does. But this is my first time playing the console release for any serious amount of time. So this is going to be an experience for both of us, or all of us, I guess. Probably more than... I hope there's more than one of you. Let's see. So we're going to pick a face and stop keeping you guys in suspense. Let's go with this one. Let's go with one of this. Oh, we got features. Oh my. That is a Fu Manchu. Okay, I don't know if I like either of those. Let's bear with me on this one, everybody. I haven't played with some of these choices before, so let's go with this kind of generic face here. Okay, and mustaches and everything else. So we're just gonna go through, and let's see. Hairstyle. Oh, that kind of looks like Sasuke from Naruto. Kind of cool, but we're gonna go for something probably different. That's kind of neat. Braid and ponytail. Let's see. Oh, this was the one I went for on my 3DS playthrough. I'm kind of partial to it, but I'm gonna avoid that one. And for anybody that hasn't played, honestly, the only things that you really set on character creation are your face and eye choices. Everything else can be changed later. That is a sweet, sweet pompadour. Nice little mohawk going on there. Faux hawk, I guess. Kind of looks like Leon Kennedy. We could go for the Leon look in case you guys are kind of missing him a little bit. But let's see what else I got, just to be safe, and to be fair to the creators, they made quite a few hairstyle choices. That's pretty cool. Got kind of the super samurai warrior kind of Yasuo look going on for any of our LOL fans. Got kind of a Beatles, lots of bangs, hairdo, and just freaking bald. Let's go with the super cool warrior. And you can do a lot of preset colors. There's that red. We could do some vibrant orange for Mr. Henhouse, who can't be with us today. See, there's that green. I kind of like that green. Some purple going on here. Let's go to the color mixer and see what we can kind of manage here. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling the purple. Let's go for that lavender. I like that. All right, sweet. Okay, here comes the voices. I'm always iffy about these, but Yeah, I think number 8 was what I chose the first time, but let's pick something different. Alright, that sounds kind of like our samurai warrior that we're starting with here. Make sure, yeah. Okay, so I actually did pick that one. Very cool. You can kind of set the skin tone for your character. You can't really go too crazy with that, but yeah, we don't want to make him look too much like an Oompa Loompa, so we can either, it's probably better to go either one end of the spectrum or the other. Ooh, I'm kind of dig. Okay, we're gonna try something different. All right, cool. And a name. All right. Okay, so we have to actually type that in on the Wii U gamepad. I'm not used to doing too many games on the Wii U. This is one of my few purchases I made other than, you know, Smash Bros. I've got Pokken Tournament, but let's see. Let's go for something silly. We're gonna name him Rusty. All right, so we got Rusty here. All right, nice. We have Rusty, the lavender-haired samurai warrior, gonna kick some butt, and we're gonna jump right in. Oh, I guess we're not. We're gonna select the. We're just gonna go standard controls. I don't know if anybody's played the 3DS version. I feel like the standard controls are kind of the way to go. And we're going to just jump right in. Alright, so that is our first look into Monster Hunter from the point of the villagers. Alright, so we're talking to the village chief here. He's gonna just kind of tell us what's going on. It's any comfort for you, Moga Village hasn't seen 2 quakes in some day yet. Knock on wood. Let's back up. Welcome, welcome. I'm the chief of this here little community. Nature provides Moga Village with everything we need. The woods and the sea are our castle, and it's a good one. As folks like to say, living here long enough builds sinew and character. But it's not all rainbows and sunshine. No, we've got our share of turbulence, and you can take that literally. You ever heard of the Legia Cruz? It's a foul, pernicious sea monster that just decided to move into the neighborhood. A tyrant like that thrashing about our hunter fleet would be lucky to escape alive. Let alone... Let's say let along? Yeah, maybe we may encounter some translation issues here, so let along. Let alone bring back a good haul. You gotta love the translation teams on Japanese games sometimes. At least we won't starve to death. All these blasted earthquakes will sink us first. See, that's our other problem. You felt those tremors. Who knows what's causing them? Why they started? But the sea is riled up, that I guarantee. Anyway, we're in over our heads. That's where you come in, kid. The way I see it, Mogaville needs a hunter. So now we're getting into why we're actually here. Every Monster Hunter game has a story like this. Basically, these people are being tormented by a big monster that's causing all these quakes. You know, and it's our job to get up to speed and be able to, you know, take this thing out. So, I'm going to kind of skip through a bit of the dialogue. I know it's not as helpful to newcomers, but there's a lot of startup to Monster Hunter games, so we're gonna kind of stand inside this person. That's the guild sweetheart. She gives us our missions and everything. And because you know, there's two sets of missions for these games. There's story missions, or village missions, and there are guild missions. Guild missions are usually harder, and they usually let you take along a friend. Village missions are entirely solo. And this guy, by the way, was the artisan. He's the guy who we're going to talk to about, you know, building weapons, buying armor, upgrading, everything. So we're gonna just stand behind the chief again. Okay. Port Tanzia. You want to pay the port of visit? Just la. So yeah, we're gonna not talk to him a billion times. So yeah, we have our default armor set. You always start off with the shield and sword, basically. We're looking kind of flashy, gaudy with our lavender purple hair and our ultra lime green outfit. We're just gonna run around and talk to everybody. Neko, this is Neko. But they were nice enough to provide a translation for that, so Neko means cat for those of you who don't know Japanese. Yeah. So he's the one that we talked to for, I believe going on guild missions. It's been a while since I've played this particular entry, so you'll have to forgive me if I'm not quite as familiar with it as I used to be. And I do like he said Tonikaku. He throws in some Japanese. He's pretty funny. You know, there's a lot of wordplay up in here, up in Monster Hunter games in general. So that's kind of neat. They provide that for you. And I think we found the sprint button. Okay, cool. So they're gonna teach us all this stuff anyway. But I think our main objective right now is just to let's talk to this kid. When I get to Moga Woods, just cross this bridge. You can get back the same way. So he's gonna have the same problem I have, and he's kind of stuttering. So forgive me. So yeah, basically in at least these entries, you can go outside of the town without actually going on a mission. So that's what we're gonna do for now. And I think that's what the game. Yep. So the village chief is basically, this whole beginning is just going to be a tutorial. Moves left stick, R to run, kind of self-explanatory. I do like having a larger analog stick. Ooh. And the scenery, I mean, it's just beautiful. Like, you can tell it was a 3DS port, kind of, but I mean, they polished things very well. Scenery in Monster Hunter is always breathtaking. Like, it's just a fantastic game series in general. Capcom really knows what they're doing with this. I, however, do not know what I'm doing with most of this controls. So used to the 3DS and even, you know, PSP back in the day. Mr. Henhouse actually was my introduction to Monster Hunter. He showed me Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, I think it was, and I just kind of ran with it. We were both kind of just starting college at that point, so oh, yep. So, but yeah, we were both starting college, and he had picked it up, I think, at GameStop for, you know, really cheap. And he said, you know, oh, hey, you should try this. I think it would be something you'd get into, because he wanted to have somebody into it too. And because let's be honest, Monster Hunter is way more fun when you have somebody to play with. And I feel really bad, but oh, rightfully so. Mama was very upset with us, but we need our resources. We gotta get what we need. We need raw meat, I believe, is our first quest. I was kind of not paying enough attention to that. These are the Eptonoth, I believe they said. They're big old dinosaurs. Don't worry, they'll be back. Everybody regenerates. They're never gone forever. I do feel bad that I kind of attacked the youngling at first, but let's see. I think we have to go this way. Oh no, we can't go this way. There's a giant rock that way, so we're gonna go this way. Or did they just need? Let's see. Okay, that's not it. We have to deliver one chunk of raw meat to the chief's son at base camp. Alright. Oh, and I think... yeah, base camp is just back this way. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm being a little... not even reading my map correctly. But where was I going with that? So yeah, basically Mr. Henhouse showed me Freedom Unite back on PSP. And I just kind of ran with it. And a couple months later, when he came back, and we were kind of, you know, talking about comparing how far we'd gotten, what monsters we'd taken out, like how many armor sets we had, what sets we had. He was more than surprised to hear that I had gotten to the point where I was at. I was considerably farther. I'd had a very, very difficult monster set at the time to attain a full one of when you were first, compared to like when you're first starting out in Monster Hunter as a series. I didn't pay enough attention to that. Raw meat. Hand over one raw meat. Okay. So I think we can go back to the village. If not, my bad. Oh. Yep. So, yeah. So basically, it's just teaching you that there's going to be a lot of fetch quests in this game, but they're kind of necessary. Most of the time, it's going to get you familiar with the area. Like, this whole map is actually not just these 3 areas large. There's a lot more to it than that. But yeah. So that's kind of the whole very early missions of Monster Hunter are generally these practice startup missions. Oh, and we ran out of stamina. So that's a big thing you want to pay attention to. That yellow bar up in the top that just refilled, that's your stamina bar. So you don't want to let that get to 0 or you can't run. And when you're running away from large monsters that can hurt you very easily, you don't want to be out of stamina. I believe that was kind of self-explanatory, but yeah. So, let's see. We're going to deliver this, end this quest. And so basically he's just talking to us about resources, how as you go out into free roam, you can, as you collect monsters and fight them, you generate resources. And there are villager requests that you can kind of fill in. You can get your hunt report and it'll show you what you killed. So we don't have enough resources for that, but it would be to fix up the camp. So we're gonna have to do some more free hunting to do that. Oh, I can show off the little shack that belongs to the hunter here. And this little kid is in our hut. Yeah, I really love the just the imagery of seeing all the ships out on the water here. It's just kind of it's really cool. So this is where we can, kind of change equipment and stuff. And so, say if I didn't want to equip, because they give you a piece in every one of every weapon to start off with to kind of try and cycle through. And as you can see, there are a lot of weapon types in Monster Hunter. There's great swords. There's long swords, shield and swords, dual swords, hammers, hammer horns. They kind of play musical notes. There's lances, more high-tech gun lance. Bone axe was introduced later sorry, not bone axe. The switch axe was introduced in the original Monster Hunter Tri, which this is kind of an extension of. So they added a lot more monsters. They added some of the weapons were taken out in Tri, so they put those back in. And but yeah, this is gonna be just kind of something to fill in time with when we're not doing anything with Mr. Henhouse, when we're not, in case you guys don't want to watch nothing but Overwatch videos. So we're just gonna have fun with this. Normally I could probably transfer my other save data from my 3DS game, but we're just gonna take this and see how it goes. So I guess that's gonna be it for today, or for this video at least. This has been Rusted Reaver, and this is Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, or Tri Ultimate, and I hope you're enjoying it. Like, comment, subscribe, dislike, whatever you want to tell me, how we can, do this better, what you might want to see in the future, what you want to see out of this gameplay even, if there's a particular armor set you want me to work for, a particular weapon. I know what I like generally to use in these games, so if there's anything you guys want to see personally, if, say, maybe you want me to learn how to use a hunting horn effectively, whereas I don't normally use those, just let me know. The comment section is a great way to do that. So yeah, sorry for all my ums and stutters, but this has been, again, Rusted Reaver, and thanks for watching.